Hey, what's up? What's up? I don't know if my last video made it, but I'm here trying to test out this sound switch. I'm just barely learning it. I've already auto scripted all my music inside my laptop here. I'm running a 2019 October edition HP Pavilion Windows 10 RYZEN 5 AMD processor laptop, and I've already launched my sound switch. And this is my DENON Prime 4 unit. Everything's connected the way it's supposed to be connected, and my lights, well, I've got them already set up. And I've got two different songs here, which they've been playing already for a while. Disco. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little demo, and just to let you know, look, I don't have anything going on right here. And the fader is going to where I guess I've already have music activated. Yeah, because I don't have any music here playing. So as soon as I start it, we do the roll effect. It's gonna strobe, and then you can I'm gonna show you something right now when it starts moving, because the fixtures are going to move right now to the beat of the music. Slicer. So Soundswitch is actually pretty cool. And then let me go ahead and just throw this other song in here, let you know about the colors, how it's gonna change on me right quick. See, I'll go back. So that's just my little bitty demo with my sound switch, with my brand new lights that I got, which a good friend of mine, was able to get them for me while I was out of town. I still have to pay him, as a matter of fact, but it's cool. I'm building up, my DJ stuff, so I can go out there and perform and, bring people some joy into their life, at least a few hours or whatever, depending on how long their event. But if y'all don't know about Soundswitch you can use on, let me show you. You can use on Engine Prime, operating software, Serato DJ, Virtual DJ, and you can also link it up with any media device. For us Denon users, the all-in-one stands for Prime 4, Prime 2, Prime Gold, MCX 8000, and also the SC 5000M players and the SC 6000M players that Denon makes. But I've heard of other lighting programs of this type, and sometimes like Pioneer's got one. I forget what theirs is called, but theirs is specifically for just that type of a deal. It might be a record box deal or something like that. I'm not too sure. But I know that this one doesn't necessarily have to be used with a Denon. You can use it on Pioneer, Newmark, whatever. You're just gonna have to end up, figuring out how to connect yours. And I'm thinking, the other ones you have to use the MIDI sync-in, device. But even at that, it allows you, obviously this is the hardware. This is the Mini DMX, the Mini DMX interface from Soundswitch. Very small. It used to be a big gigantic box that cost like $500. This, you can get it from Denon, or you can get it from anybody, but I got mine for Denon, and I've got Soundswitch I paid like 30 or 40 bucks for 6 months to use Soundswitch. Soundswitch is like almost $8 a month, and obviously for everything that you're gonna be able to do, I think it's well worth the price. Performance modes gives you how to control these. I've got mine set to here, so I can actually do what I did, you know, right now with controlling the effects, scratching, using the effects, slicer, roll, you know, loop, hotkeys, all that good stuff. And I've already did something what's called auto script, which is you know, something that Soundswitch offers, to where all your songs, or however many songs you want to, you can have this Soundswitch make you a let me show you. We'll get out of this. We'll go to here, switch mode. We'll go to edit, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I've already auto scripted all my music inside my I've got here Tennessee Whiskey, and this is what they call a light show. This is what, you know, some people get paid hundreds of dollars to do whenever we do events, even for DJs, that now you can do it yourself. Basically, you can let Soundswitch do it. You go here to the automation, and this is what it's called, auto script. Obviously, I'm not going to do this because I've already auto scripted it. And if you were to do it, it'll ask you, you know, if you really want to do it again. But let me zoom in so y'all can get a better shot. So when you go through all this, I'm not too familiar with all the you know, the terminology, because like I said, all this is brand new to me. But all of these, you know, are in I know for a fact this is the intensity. The higher the brighter, the lower the dimmer. These are just the various different types of colors that you're going to get, you know, throughout the whole deal. Let's see. So then, people that have done lighting would definitely understand all this, you know, pretty quickly. Me, I still have to learn it. But I ended up having to go through the DMX universe. Picked out my fixtures, you know, from the manufacturer and the type of fixture I had. Then what they're all going to do. I haven't switched anything because I'm not too sure about what all this is doing. So I just left it the way, you know, I left it. Later on, when I do a little bit more research on it, I'm going to play around with it and see where it takes me. But for now, I even had to find out how to DMX address all these lights myself. And honestly, I mean, it wasn't too hard. But, you know, seeing 512 channels on one universe and then having to do another 512 channels on another universe, this program can pretty much take up, you know, some lights. You're talking about hundreds, if not thousands of lights possibly on both universes together. But I think it's well worth the price. It's cool, you know, to have something like this. And I did this little live, you know, deal demonstration just to show people if they're having trouble, they too can do the whole thing just like I did. And, you know, once you get it set up, it's like riding a bike. So feel free to share this video. I know it went a little too quick. I'm actually working. We're remodeling our home over here in Dallas, Texas. So later on this evening, I'm probably going to have a little bit more time to actually go through a little bit more. If people have questions, they can definitely ask. You can leave comments, and I'll try to be as helpful as I can. I'm new to all this here. I'm still learning on my Prime 4, and I'm new to digital lighting. This is the first time I've actually done this. This is the first time I actually got this to work with this, even though I had like a couple weeks to mess around with the program itself before I got my little mini DMX interface. But I believe it's a pretty cool product. Big ups to the people at Denon and Soundswitch for doing what you're doing. And well, the only issue I'm having, which I'm gonna go through that maybe later, is that I'm having issues connecting with my Denon to the Serato. But since this ain't the place, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. And Soundswitch, thanks a lot. And once I get Serato figured out, then I'll do another Soundswitch showing that I can actually control it with Serato and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's not bad for the price, and it's not bad for the features that it gives you. For those people that actually know how to run, DMX lighting, I think that this tool right here is going to be very helpful and useful, because it's going to cut a bunch of your time off. It might be something like, for me, because I ended up having to learn all this, as far as like doing the DMX addressing and doing the DMX fixturing and setting it all up in my my Soundswitch program, that it took me pretty long. But for people that know, I'm pretty sure y'all would set this up in minutes, as opposed to me where it took hours. But thanks a lot, y'all. Thanks a lot.